and welcome to another episode. Thanks for joining us today. I'll try to take some time to share some tips and tricks with you that we've learned over the last couple of weeks with this car. And I say we because my wife and I are sharing this car as much as possible. If you're looking into Teslas or you have a Tesla, you may already know, but the cost to operate this vehicle is substantially less than it is in a traditional gas car. All right, so hot tip number one. The second day my wife drove this car to work, it was raining. It wasn't raining really bad, but she ended up having to pull over because she couldn't figure out how to turn the windshield wipers on because she was complaining the automatic wiper blades didn't do a very good job. So it sounds like they do a better job when it's raining hard or raining constant, but when it is lightly raining, it has a hard time determining what kind of speed to run the wipers. So there's two things. First, right on the screen you can see where the wiper button is. It's right here, and you can see it's automatically set on auto, and you can change it to being several different levels. Also, right here on the stock, if you push that button, not only will it turn the wipers on, but it brings up your hot menu screen. So just a quick and easy way to get to your wiper blades. I know it's a little bit different than a traditional car that you're probably used to, where everything is right here. But that button on the stock is pretty nifty, pretty quick and easy way to get just a quick wipe. If you have your work address and your home address stored in your navigation system, there's a quick way to punch that address in. If you're at home, it'll take you to work, and if you're at work or anywhere else, it'll take you home. So let me show you how to do that now. And right here where you go to click to enter an address or a location, just press and swipe right, and it takes you straight home. How cool is that? Say that you are looking on your phone for somewhere good to eat, and you decided you wanted to go there, but you want to put it on your navigation on the car. So if you're using an iPhone, click share and scroll over to the Tesla, and it sends the address straight to the infotainment center. How cool is that? Another thing that people seem to have trouble doing is getting Tesla into neutral. So yes, it is a little bit different than other vehicles. You just hold it up right there. So if you push up too far, it goes into reverse, but you just hold it up until you feel resistance, and then it goes into neutral, just like that. Another hot tip, if you want to change from one favorite channel on your streaming to another, where you go to switch tracks, you just click. If you push and hold, it'll change the station to your next favorite. When you have autopilot engaged, it's going to start warning you by flashing blue, okay? And then it's going to give you a request to apply slight turning force on the steering wheel. That's not pressure, that's turning force, regardless of what my wife might think it says. So, she said no matter how hard she tried to apply pressure, she could not get it to stop. So, when you're applying pressure, you don't squeeze. Squeezing is not the pressure it's looking for. You're trying to do a turning motion like the image showed. So keep that in mind. That's a good tip for you. So there's actually another way to make these notifications go away when it says to grab the wheel. And if you just press or scroll on the knobs, it does the same thing as turning the wheel. Engage, if you don't see, let me show you. If this little gray steering wheel is not present, autopilot won't engage. autopilot. You just lightly press down twice on the stock, and then it takes over from there. And you can adjust your speed by doing it manually, or you can mess with the right toggle to move up and down, and it'll tell you what it's limited to. Different roads have different speeds. It'll allow you to go above the speed limit. So on side roads it's like 5 miles an hour. And then if you have any maximum speed set, it'll keep that in mind as well. Now to disengage autopilot, it's a pretty simple procedure. You can either press the brake or you can lift up on the stock. Lift up until you feel pressure, and then it will go away. There's actually a hidden 12 volt that some people don't seem to know about, and it's because it's hidden. It's actually right here in the center console. Kind of a interesting place to hide it, I suppose, but if you were to plug anything in, I don't think that you could keep the tray inside of there, but it is there. Okay, for the last tip, say you're parking in a garage and you need the height. If you manually put the height right where you want it and you press and hold, now it's set. Now it'll open right there. I hope that you've enjoyed this video today with my tips on the Tesla Model Y. Let me know in the comments if there were other items that you know about that are good tips, and what you'd like to see in content on this channel. I have some ideas on what's coming soon. I'll try to continue to post videos as often as possible, and I look forward to sharing those with you. Don't forget to click subscribe and like this video, and we'll catch you next time.